I like track because the practices are always laid back and fun, and every season my teammates and I can just have a good time doing what we do.
I like all the friends I've met and the friends I meet to this day and the connections.
My favorite thing about playing lacrosse is the team environment.
I like the team aspect of softball and playing outside in like all conditions of weather.
I really enjoy the team and the atmosphere that is created by all the players.
My favorite thing about tennis would have to be after a long day in school, going out and just rallying some, just hanging around with the guys is pretty relaxing, so it's a good way to decompress after a long day.
Probably like the partnership for us and like getting to spend time with our teammates and friends.
Honestly, playing in matches and just doing my own thing and getting in the zone.
I like being able to spend time with other people on the team. It's a really big team, so we get to make a whole lot of bonds and friendships with other people.
My favorite thing about golf is like that it's a lot of fun, and I also love being outside when the weather is really nice because there's no better way to enjoy a nice day.
Probably the tournaments and all the bonding with the teammates, and just nice spring days.
Like how it's an individual sport, but you know everyone's there and encouraging everyone.
To see how much better I can do this season compared to last season.
Kind of like, I guess, senior night, being able to like be out there for the last time with all like my brothers.
Well, this season I'm one of the team captains, and I'm really looking forward to being a leader on the field and like meeting a lot of new people and bonding with them.
Just us doing really well. I mean, from what I've seen, I feel like we can do really well this season, and I feel like we have a lot of potential this season.
We're going to be really, really good and potentially compete for a state title. We should win league, so I'm really excited just to look forward to that.
I'd say I'm definitely looking forward to bonding with the other senior guys and just having a good time during our last year of tennis.
Just playing more and getting better with my doubles partner, Gabriel.
I'm excited about having our last season as seniors and just being a leader, having a leadership role with the younger students and players, and just getting to play once more time.
I'm looking forward to regionals and probably state when we qualify because I like our team.
Just like being able to go out in the sun and like play around and golf with your friends, which is a lot of fun.
I'm just excited to get out and play and be in the outdoors.
Getting my PR and being more competitive, like towards myself.
The biggest challenge will be getting our defensive middies used to the defense.
I think just maybe just keeping our heads up when things aren't going our way. Like if we're down and we're like not really putting our full potential, I think that might like be an issue. But I definitely feel like we can overcome that issue and just keep fighting.
Challenge will probably be starting pitching because we don't have a lot of returners who were starters last year at pitching.
The team's biggest challenge will be placing well, like in state, basically.
As a team, probably our short game isn't the best, but probably like with missing all the school to just get caught up and like not get distracted even though it's my senior year.
I guess just improving our scores every match because it's harder than normal sports, so I'm just excited.